Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. It's Easter Monday today. It's a sunny spring morning and I'm out with Jensen for a walk. We're currently walking along Bloxham Grove. As you can see, Jensen's fast asleep. He fell asleep in the car on the way here. So he'll probably be snoozing for about an hour. So he's been already asleep for about 10 minutes. So the majority of the walk, I suppose, he'll be asleep. So we're planning to walk along Bloxham Grove here, up to these Bloxham Grove cottages at the end of this lane, and then cut across the fields over towards Adderbury, and then looping around to Milton, and then back up to Bloxham Grove, which I think will fall around about 2.5 to 3 miles walk, so around about an hour. But it's a very pleasant loop, and if you're wanting to go for a walk around the Banbury area, parking up at Bloxham Grove and doing this walk comes highly recommended from the channel. Anyway, so the views here, can't really see too much on the right side along here, but to the left you can see over towards Bodycut there, and some of the new buildings which are going on along Saltway, but a bit of countryside too, so very pleasant. And as the walk proceeds, the views will open up a bit, views across to Adderbury, and then some nice fields along to Milton. Hopefully we'll get some lambs and some sheep in the fields. We'll wait and see. There's quite a few people out walking and running this morning, being a lovely morning and a bank holiday, so it's good to get outdoors. And there's a windmill along here as well that's very popular. Let's have a look at the windmill. Hello, good morning. Oh yes, loads of runners. But the windmill is just over there. You can just about see it. And then the views are starting to open up now that we're gaining a bit of elevation. And there's a car coming along, so better just jump in the side. GoPro stop recording. Doesn't do it. Hi there. Morning. Mate, I'm gonna have to get a remote. All this GoPro stop recording stuff. So the Bloxham Grove windmill, and beyond Bloxham Grove windmill, I don't know if you'll be able to see in the distance there, that's a church spire, which is Bloxham Church Spire. So it's nice to see that in the far distance. And across over that way, another church spire, which is Adderbury Church Spire. So you can see both from here. The trail here is a bridle way. So Bloxham Grove is quite well paved, but then once you get to the cottages, which are all along here, it turns into this slightly rougher trail, but absolutely fine on a gravel bike or a mountain bike. And then the path goes along, you can see all the walkers with their dogs, it's busy today, and then it goes straight. We're going to turn right, go through these trees, but the trail goes down there, and then you can basically end up in Bodycote, or kind of take a bit of a right turn and it takes you up to the Oxford Road, almost to Adderbury, a bit shy of Adderbury. Right, along here, GoPro stop recording. So it's a little bit mucky, some puddles around. The sun is out today, but of course we have had loads of rain, as I keep vlogging. I haven't got my normal trail shoes on because I left them at Mum's house. We went to visit Mum over Easter, and I always end up leaving something at Mum's house, so I left my newer trail shoes at Mum's, but these are my old trail shoes, which are absolutely fine to wear along the path today, but I'll probably get a bit mucky. Never mind. So you can hear the birds singing in the background, and that's the views along this lovely stretch of trees here going across to Adderbury. I have to take care just going through all this mud. GoPro, stop recording. So there's a number of people out walking their dogs, so I've just let them go on basically, so I don't have to keep recording people walking their dogs. So the views over to Adderbury, but I do like this avenue of trees here, and not quite ready yet for the leaves to be out, but if we have a little bit of a close-up of the branches, you can see that all the buds are here and tantalizingly close to bursting open, and leaves being once again on display and adding greenery and colour to the countryside. All exciting time of year with early spring and the end of winter. Jensen was awake. Is he awake again? Yes, Jensen, you're awake. So I was expecting you to sleep for a bit longer, but the wind has probably woken you up. Yes, a little bit windy. Just getting used to the new GoPro, really. I've been watching a few videos on what are the best camera settings for various types of shooting, like running or cycling and just walking, and then it's quite baffling because there's lots of different settings that you can put the camera on. I'm not great at it at the moment, but I guess once I become a bit more familiar with the camera, I can mess around a bit more with the settings and find ones that are suitable for different activities and my own favoured ones. Got this on like 5.3K, like 5.3K video shooting, 30 frames per second, horizon leveling, and like anti-shake mode, whatever you call it. But I've only gone for medium. I had it on high, and one of the videos I watched said have it on medium, because if you have it on high it really narrows your screen, so you want to keep it a bit wider. The tree's got some nice leaves there, head of the game. Looking back there, there's a lovely stretch of the path along here. GoPro, stop recording. There's a little snail in there that I've just seen hiding away in the flowers. A bit squelchy. Right, okay. There's a little rise here, it's not too steep. The top of here got some views opening out across over towards Adderbury. It's very pleasant. following the yellow trail markers that you can see here. This walk is called Adderbury Circular Walk. Now, nice to follow that one day, do the whole lot. So the church spire there, Adderbury Church. It's quite open here with a bit of, oh bless you Jensen, with the sun on this open field. It's drying it out nicely. What do you think, Jensen? It's nice, isn't it? Bit of sunshine. GoPro, stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. So Easter Monday today. Hope everyone is enjoying tucking into their Easter eggs. Of course, Easter itself is a important festival. The death, I suppose, and rebirth of our Lord Jesus Christ. Now, I'm not massively religious, but it's an interesting thing, I suppose, about Christmas and Easter that they are celebrated a lot with the giving of gifts and presents and Easter eggs, but also it's a time of the year, and Easter falls around springtime, and the idea of rebirth and regeneration, and that's something that obviously is very much associated with spring. Over this style here, and of course you can go to church to celebrate these times of year, but also just being outside here and celebrating spring in this way, going on a nice walk and being thankful for spring and regeneration and the gifts of new life and the earth and the world regenerating itself after the winter, and spring and the promise of times and the ending of the darkness. This is a muddy trail here, look at this. There must be some kind of spring or something here in the ground. So, crossing over this bog from one side to the other, can hear overhead the skylarks singing away. GoPro, stop recording. It's a lovely tree there. I can't tell what exactly it is from afar, but I reckon that's an oak tree. And a lovely view across there. Another boggy stretch along here, Jensen. Have to go a bit careful. Oh yeah, this looks mucky. Let's have a little look what we can see here. And those dog walkers, when they came past, I imagine they walk along here, or they're familiar with this route, and they were all wearing Wellington boots and poles. They had walking poles to steady their balance, and they probably saw me in my jeans and trainers and thought, you're going to struggle going through that particular section. Yep. Oh, some nice blossoms up in this tree. Oop. Having to duck down a bit too, because I don't want Jensen's eyes to get poked out. Oh, this is going to be tricky. Yeah. Oh, mate. I'm going to hold on to that branch. Oh, Jensen. Dearie me. Right. Up. Yikes. Up. Shit. Sorry. I don't like. Try not to do that, but I kind of slipped there a bit. Sorry for the language. Right, so here we are. In the distance you can see the houses of Adderbury. Let's go through this field. You have to be quite firm with the voice controls of the GoPro. GoPro, stop recording. Okay, so we've encountered a bit of a problem here. Can you see what it is, Jensen? We go over this stile, and then he says, scratching his head, there is a bit of water. Quite a substantial amount too. So I can get over this stile okay here, and that's not too bad, and I can go around there, but I'm going to have to skirt quite a bit around to avoid getting absolutely soaked down onto the steps. Take a moment just to capture the reflection here in the water. That's quite pleasant. Right then, well, I think here is going to be treacherous. I'm going to stop recording because yeah, that's just too mucky. Hello doggy. Yep. That's just so I managed to jump across that a little bit, but then I could not avoid stepping in all that water, so my feet are now very, very wet. Never mind. Okay, so that's the path that can take you to Adderbury there. I'm not actually going to go that way. I've kind of got carried away with getting over the water, but I'm going to go along this field here, which is kind of the loop to Milton, and it is very, very wet. Dog's having fun.
Yeah, very much.
Yes, I think I should have put my Wellington boots on. See you. that was fun. I recognise that person. He is, yes, one of the doctors from the hospital. He's a doctor. All right, well, here we are. So basically walking through the puddles. Yeah, it's very wet here. Wellington boots. I have done walking in Wellington boots. I thought we were kind of like past that stage almost, but obviously not. Stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. So we've just walked all the way along this hedgerow from that muddy, wet section, and we're coming across this little stile here and a little bridge. Now here we are. This slatted part here that you can lift up and down, that's for dogs, so save the dogs having to jump up over the stile. Through you go. There you are. That's what that's for. Okay. Whoop. Through here. And all along the hedgerows you can see the hawthorns coming out, some blossom, colour returning to the hedgerows, life returning to the hedgerows, all the little wrens and robins darting to and fro, busy scurrying and flipping and flapping along their way. So surprised there isn't more water along this little ditch. Over here, then following the footpath along the hedgerow with some lovely sunshine, blue sky above. GoPro, stop recording. So there's another dog along the way here now, and Jensen loves dogs. Nanny has a dog, and we're at Nanny's for Easter, and he really got on well with Nanny's dog Winston. And look, there's another dog. Can you see that dog, Jensen? What do you think? Yes, is there a doggy? Can you see that doggy? Dog, dog, dog. What do you think? What do you think of it? Dad, doggy, doggy. Hello, doggy. Hello there. Look. Oh, a lovely dog. Wasn't that lovely?
Doggy, doggy.
I'm pretty sure you said doggy. Pretty sure you said doggy yesterday. We were out for a walk yesterday, and sure you saw a dog and then said dog. Dog, dog. I am going to get a remote, so I don't have to keep saying this, but the remote, the official GoPro remote, is quite expensive, but then the unofficial GoPro remotes are quite expensive too. So what I think I'll do is get the official one, but give it a little bit of time, so I'm not just spending all my money on GoPro stuff and paraphernalia that'll expand my YouTube vlogging potential. I've got spare batteries now for the GoPro, and a 3-pack of batteries with their little charger cost about £25–26, which isn't a massive amount of money, but you know, it all adds up. It all adds up, Jensen. So very nice. And we're coming up to another style here, or just some little gates, and there is a deviation in the path that you can take. We could, I think, hang a right here, and then that would take us cutting through the fields and back towards that section where we had all the trees at the beginning of this vlog. I like that sound of the gates. So we could go this way, and then yes, that would take us back to where we started off. But I'm going to go over this little bit here, over this bridge. Mind your eyes. Ducking down. Dogs on leads. And check the sheep twice a day. This one's got a little bit of twine here. This is baling twine. They used to tie up the bales of hay, but also a multitude of other uses the farmers have, and one is you'll often see gates fastened with a bit of baling twine. I think I just picked up a splinter there. Ouchie, ouchie. Now you can go across that way. I don't know if that's an official route. I didn't see the sign to go that way. We're going to go over where this person is over here with the dog, where there's a little stream, and you can see that dog again, can't you? Let's have a look over there. GoPro, stop recording. Another doggy, another doggy. Hello. Look, Jensen, another doggy. This one's a friendly one. Yes. Hello, little doggy. Very wet as well. Having a nice time.
Yeah, loves it. Any water.
Ah, spaniels love the water, eh? Look, Jensen, isn't he fun? Yes. Right, GoPro, stop recording. So this is a pleasant little stream here. This is actually a bridle way, so you can come down here on your gravel bikes. This bridge, I always get a bit anxious going over this on my gravel bike. It's a bit rocky and then a bit rough, and there is a segment along here, of course, a Strava KOM segment that I've gone for, but I just don't like going over here full gas. Nice to hear the water. Now we're not going to go this way, but if you do go that way, that's to the village of Milton, and there's a pub there called the Black Boy, and that's a very pleasant place to stop for a drink, and that'll probably add half a mile each way to the walk, so that would take the walk up to probably over 3 miles. Let's try and get a shot of the water flowing under the bridge. Yep. We'll go underneath here. Don't want to go down there too much, it's a little bit treacherous. Let's try, no, I can't really get any closer than that. Some walkers going over the bridge. Me crouching down. I could turn the GoPro upside down. I'm going to do that just out of interest to see what happens with the footage, but it might go upside down now. Oh, I'm trying to get a little bit closer to the edge. Probably that's sufficient, and then I think that was probably upside down footage, but I wonder how that looked. Yep. Yikes. It's treacherous here underfoot with all these branches. As I was leaning over there, Jensen was like basically head down into the water. He wasn't very happy. Yeah, but you know, that was a oops, selfie stick just dropped too. Such a bad daddy. I hope you didn't get your eyes poked. Anyway, so there are some sheep and some lambs up in that field too. That's the way to Milton. You go underneath a nice railway bridge. It's an old railway that runs just basically where those line of trees are. That's an old railway that I think goes to Deddington. I've never really been that way. I think you can walk it, and also maybe you can do it on your bike, and I'd like to try and find out if you can. It'll show if you can on the OS maps, and I do have all the OS maps. So we've come from that way. Now I'm going to take us this way, and we've got about half an hour left to walk, Jensen, and then we've got to get back home in the car. And you've got your friend's first birthday. It's a friend's first birthday party for you. Oh, bless you. So one last little look here. This is very full. There's not usually this much water here, but enough to paddle in the summer. And so that's a nice little stop. And like I say, you can extend the walk by going to Milton, and we should do that in the summer. Even in a nice summer's evening, stop Milton and have a drink in the pub. GoPro stop recording. That's a shame. He stopped calling out. That bird was really calling out there. I love that sound. Oh, another one. Go on, for the viewers. Silent. What a life it would be, Jensen, if we could just take to the wing and fly and soup and soar in the sky. How joyful it would be. And then just perch up on one of the trees, have a look around at all the people, and then off you go again, flying up into the blue. No, Well, that's a shame. Those birds were calling out there, and then of course you go to video and you don't capture what you wanted to capture. The GoPro does have a function, I am aware, where you can set it and basically it's recording all the time, and have to be a bit careful here. Jeepers, that gate will have your finger off. Yep. Don't try and vlog. That's basically a gate that's gonna rip your fingers off there. Be careful. Don't try and open that gate and vlog at the same time. Yeah, and you can then record, and it records like 5 seconds or something, 10 seconds before you actually start recording. I don't think I've got it on that setting. Right, GoPro's another dog. It's another doggy. This one's a very cute one. Let's have a look at this little spaniel here. It's dog. You're trying to say dog, aren't you? Hello there. A very cute little one. Yeah. Hello. Wow, that was a cute little dog, Jensen. Dog. I'm pretty sure you're trying to say dog. Lovely. The blue sky and then all these blossoms coming out here. Some of the trees which are more laden with blossoms you can really smell. Of course that's something you can't really appreciate on the videos, but the air, it's a bit of a wind and it's nice and fresh, the air. It can get overbearing when the summer does hit. You know, you can feel fatigued, but here, being spring, everything's fresh, and just this cool breeze that's nice to be outdoors in and walk around, and you know, it doesn't feel cold, but it just feels like fresh and invigorating. And then just along the hedgerows here, just, yes, can you smell it too, Jensen? You smell all the blossom? Nice, isn't it? You're so funny. You are so funny. Okay, along here, and this is that bridge, and along this section here, this is a bridleway as well. You can see the horse hoof prints along here. And like I say, there's Strava segments to and fro both ways. Well, I'm top 5 along them for sure. I'm not the KOM, but it's that bridge down there that petrifies me going over that on my gravel bike. So rah rah rah, and opening and closing the gates, and that gate there, back there, that was a bit of a danger zone for anyone trying to get through that gate quickly on their gravel bikes to get the KOM and end up gashing their fingers. Ain't worth it, mate, ain't worth it. Butterfly, Jensen, look! Can you see that? Away. It's one of the first butterflies I've seen of the year. Yeah. And another one. They're out. Let's see if we can just get a bit closer. No, doesn't want to be fussed. Stop recording. GoPro, stop recording. So we're just walking along the end of this path here, and that'll take us up to Bloxham Grove and the end of our walk. The GoPro is telling me I've got 3% battery left. So basically the end of our walk and the end of the battery. Hope you have enjoyed this vlog, and if you're ever in the Banbury area and you fancy a bit of a walk for an hour or two, maybe with a pub en route, this one comes recommended from the channel. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. 2% battery left. See you again next time. Bye bye. GoPro, stop recording.